Good day and welcome to episode 8 of the Bards Dungeon. I'm the Bard. There's a load of rabbles behind me. Anyway, in the last episode, we made the first choice from the obsidian cube. And we explored the weird black and red spheres, one up there, two below it. Next, we're going to go clockwise and we're going to take the next exit that way. And that's what this video is about. And the next video will be the exit that goes that way. And the next video will be the exit that goes that way. And where they'll lead. That is nowhere near the end of the game though. The game is just getting started. So, let's get on with it, shall we? Let's get rid of this rabble for a start. Now we've cleaned up the area a bit. Let me introduce, I did a bit of game testing. Thank you Lisa for that, that was very helpful. And I put in some extra food around the Bards Dungeon and added some save points. So this one here is very handy because this is quite a central point of a big part of many aspects of the game. So I've also added another save point to the Bards Dungeon 0 point tower at the 000 position coordinates. So let's get on with this game. Down we go. So where are we going today? Let's find out. Oh damn, I was going to grab an extra shield, it's too late now, never mind. I'll get one if I die. Now, the astute amongst you might notice that's the first time I've ever used those stairs. That's a hint of where we're going. I do like the Bards Dungeon at night, it looks gorgeous I think. It's an acquired taste. I'm biased, I spent ages building it. Now, will it stay reloaded if I flip between weapons? Oh, that's good to know. Oh, sun's coming up, that's a shame. The old jump around arcade over there looks particularly good after dark. I just missed it. Catch it on the way back maybe. Yeah, there's a story behind the design of these walkways. The old Java. Yeah, look at the crosshairs basically. The old Java edition that I used to play on when I first started. I used to like it because you had the crosshairs and as you played on it for any length of time, the crosswords turned into the old 3D coordinates that 3D designer used, the X, Y and Z lines, different coloured lines. And they made far more sense to me than a cross-cute curve. But I suppose most people aren't designers, most people are players, so they're used to this in war games and the like. But anyway, that very cross, which you can't get rid of in Bedrock, as far as I'm aware, it was doing my head in up to a point when I first started playing Bedrock. Then it actually inspired these walkways, which I'm actually rather pleased with. Because they're just crosses, but going on and on. There you go, you're walking through a big cross. Why not? because that's what's in front of you the entire time. It's like someone's branded it on your eyeballs. What's that about, developers? Look, even if we get rid of everything... No, I'm not going to bother. Look, here's the entrance to the Bards Dungeon. I couldn't resist that bit of trickery. Your first attempt to get you in drops you right to the bottom of the world onto the tracks. Your second attempt just walks you straight through, so you can't go through. There's no safe way to jump down. Just kill you. The only way to get through is on the minecart tracks, and that goes through as well. So at that point you're thinking, what on earth? And then suddenly it chucks you down towards a lava pit. It actually whips you in there. There you go. Why not? If you have the design capabilities, I highly recommend something like that to do people's heads in for fun. Okay, we're getting closer to our destination here. Excuse me, it's been a very long day. Now, if you notice the coordinates in the top left hand corner of the screen, which are very important to my builds, because my builds just are relentless, they just go on for miles. But the numbers I use are very relevant. For example, heaven, which you should see in a minute, up to the left now, is based on the coordinates 111 111, or rather 1111 1111. All the ones for heaven, why not? Seemed like a pure number. I'm a bit of a number geek myself. There it is, there's heaven, just popped up. And right across the road, very close to heaven, is something else. Which kind of fits the coordinates we're approaching. Of course. If you haven't figured it out by now, you're not a Minecraft player. Come on. What's the Minecraft equivalent of the opposite of heaven? That's a no-brainer. Here we go, now entertain us. So what's that about? Don't know yet. Whoa! Bouncy bouncy. It's all fun. It's like you're in a giant padded cell. Lovely. And it's the entrance to the nether, of course it is. What else could possibly be those coordinates? Let's go. The 60s. Okay. Whoa. Here we are. I purposely waited until the nether update came out before I built into the nether. So it was perfectly timed, that it really was, and I wanted it to come out in one of these. It reminded me of a post-apocalyptic landscape somewhere. Right, let's see if I can survive the rather long walk to my destination in the nether. To my build I want to show everyone today, because there's a very good reason for going through it. And if you're playing, well, I'll do your head in first time. Glass. It's okay, perfectly safe. How about those guys though? Whoa! They are freaky. How do you kill one of those? Whoa! Oh my god, he's come back to life. I think the answer is run away at the moment. These guys are harmless, they're chill. They just live in lava, they swim in it, they walk through it. The only other game character that I remember being able to survive in lava is Shadow Man. Now, old Nintendo 64 players will particularly be fond of Shadow Man. One of the best games ever made. I still play it every couple of years. Now, where we're going to if we get there in this video in one piece, has been very much inspired by some of the levels in that game, namely the Asylum, everyone's favourite, well mine anyway. But it's just a tiny little, I haven't built an asylum, it's just a tiny little corridor, kind of, to get where we're going to give you some advantage over other players if you get here first. Oh, I forgot to show at the beginning of the game, yes, I also added on the top of the obsidian cube a shield chest, shulker box, black shulker box full of shields, and another black shulker box which is empty, so you can stash your stuff there if you want to get rid of your downgraded stuff but don't want to get rid of it. Keep it on standby. Of course, if you're a multiplayer, someone could always nick it. I know this game, while I'm shooting that one, I want to come up behind me. Why are you suddenly indestructible? Oh, there you go. Alright. Gonna take the arrow back, please. Thank you. Hello, little lava walker. Don't you just love the sounds of the nether? Hey dude, how's it hanging? Ah, these guys won't bother us. As long as we don't touch their guns, we'll start a fight. Oh, I love this bit. It's so zen, it's just endless lava. Lovely. Just don't stray from the path. Or you'll burn alive. We don't want that, because it's a long walk back. We want to survive to the tunnel at least, please. I do like the atmosphere. I'm quite impressed with the Nether update. It was kind of really strange at first. You've been playing Minecraft for a long time like me. So different, but I must say I love the Crimson Forests in particular. And I love the big basalt wasteland that I spawned into. So yeah, this is it. This is my little Crimson Forest island. Tiny little island in the middle of a lava lake. Adjacent to another little Crimson Forest. I built this strange little black structure. So what's it all about? It's just a black thing there. You really don't want to go down them steps. Unless we're a lava walker. So, is there a way into this thing? Or do we want to walk across that? We could walk across that, but we don't want to at the moment, really. It's a bit of a red herring that. What we want to do is open this hidden door here. See, definitely no way out. And just no way back either. So once you're in here, there's only one way forward. So it's one of those cross walkways. We're going downwards. Don't worry, got some nice spongy stuff at the bottom to keep you safe. Lovely. I love it down here. Now this is my little tribute to Shadow Man. Oh, we need a bit of Shadow Man music, really. That'd be cool. Love it. What do you think of this for a corridor? I couldn't resist. It's a crazy build. I wouldn't recommend building in the nether through endless lava. Just trying to keep the lava at bay while you're breaking through stuff is crazy. You really have to think outside the box in your head how to do a lot of it, because you think it's simple, but it's not. It's so complicated when anything to do with lava in a build. When you're like me and you like to build into the natural landscape. Now this is one of my favourite bits, just because of the way the distance is. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a shame we got those horrible pillagers spawning. They're spoiling the view every time I stop with this curse or whatever it is. Never mind. Oh, there's another bit of slime up there. That's curious, isn't it? Cool. Imagine one of these in your basement. How cool would that be? You might notice the stone changes there. You'll see why later. We've actually reached our destination, safe and sound in one piece, so 6 shulker boxes. Yes, pray to the nether gods, you've arrived. So, what's it all been about? What's in box number 1? Ooh! Full nether armour, times 3, plus a netherite sword, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12 golden carrots. What's in box number 2? Oh, full netherite armour again, and golden apples. Box number 3. Oh, full netherite armour and golden armour. And again. Oh, and golden swords. Oh, and golden horse armour. Right. Let's take... Oh, how many slots have we got? I'm glad we cleared that out. There's a reason for that then, wasn't there? I want that horse armour. And I want 2 sets of netherite armour. I'm going to get a spare set of horse armour as well. And I will take... Nah. They're only for show. They're useless. I'm telling you. Same as that. I'll take some of these. Thank you very much. So you could be naughty if you're the first player here. If you're playing multiplayer, you could nick all these. And then you could haggle them. Say, I'll swap you this for that. Or you could just... You do what you want. Or you could be fair, take a few, leave some for your friends. It just depends if you're ethical or not, doesn't it? Or if you're playing on your own, do what you want. Take as much as you want. Do what you want. So let's show you the rest of this place we got going on. Right up on the ceiling here now. You can actually hear the lava gurgling away. Coming out of the ground. It's one of those big piglin towers where they guard their gold. It's kind of irrelevant to the story, but I just built next to it and underneath it. Because why not? Because it matches my build. And it's also because of the coordinates in the nether. I couldn't resist it again. Yes, you're seeing, aren't you? Yes. I've doubled the 6s again. It was bad enough I did it in the open world as the entrance to the nether, but nope, I'm going to do it in the nether itself again. Look how... Look. It's going to be there in a minute. You see. You see. It's because I'm autistic and I'm obsessed with numbers. Look, here we are again. Boom. So you can go that way. Oh, let's have some target practice first of all. Oh, that went well. Not for him or her. Oh, there's a fossil up there. I didn't know you got fossils in the net. Of course I did. There's one over there. There's quite a lot. There's also a lot of skeletons out. There's a path there. I'm not going to show you in this video. It's quite long, and that will take you to the nearest nether fortress. I couldn't leave you in the nether and give you the option of exploring a nether fortress. And look at that. It's beautiful. It's like a 2-tier crimson forest. Yeah, we're going to go upwards. Yeah, you can see the little piglin fortress there. Massive gold stash over there. It's irrelevant to this game, but I thought it'd be nice to build around it. It's a nice feature. Plus it I've lost my tongue. Plus it matches to my coordinates perfectly. So we're now going to basically climb out of the nether. Didn't think it was possible, did you? Well, anything's possible with my games, I tell you. Anything could happen. You wait, some of the future ones. As I learn my coding more and more, I'm going to be doing some really bizarre things. Hey, welcome to the roof of the Nether. You didn't think it was possible. Here we are. Wonderful. You could walk for miles in any direction and never come back. They'd never see you again because there's no end. The very first game of Minecraft I ever played, do you know the first thing I tried to do? I got some classic brick, which is the only time I've ever built it, the horrible brick coloured brick, not the grey brick I like building with. And I just started building an endless line of bricks because I assumed, because it said Minecraft was infinite, that it was a globe. So I kept building, and my aim was to build right the way around the world until I appeared on the other side and completed my wall back on itself. And I spent weeks doing that, just trying to find the end of Minecraft before I educated myself online. Oh dear, it's funny, isn't it? Anyway. Right. I think, yeah, just while we're here, it might be advisable to tool up a little bit, replace the armour, plus it's definitely my colour. Oh yeah, that's better. Alright. Wow. There we go. Awesome. How do we look now? Oh, like a Viking. Awesome. Right. There are spare minecarts in there if you need them. So, where are we going? Probably the shortest ride in the game, but kind of a fun one. You wait. Party time. Bounce. Whoa. Keep your hands inside the cart at all times. Do not exit the cart while it's in motion. Enjoy the ride. From the roof of hell, or the nether. Oh, fun. You can jump out there and land on the second level if you wanted to. Don't know how you get down though. You couldn't exactly jump down and land in water. You'd have to land perfectly on the one slime block that we're bouncing on, which would be nigh on impossible. There you go. Possibilities. Oh, I fell asleep in the minecart. Sorry, man. It was such a nice bouncy ride. Ah. Right. so chilled after that, you forget you're in the nether. So let's get our wits about us and get the hell out of here. Yep, that's all that was about, was just getting that tool up, armor upgrade. But depends how you're playing the game. If you're playing with 10 other people and you're fighting each other and it's a challenge to get to the end first and you're all opponents, then the best thing to do is to get here as quick as possible and nick all the stuff, as much as you can carry. That way you'll have a drastic advantage in the game. I might put some more stash points throughout the game so people can stash stuff. But then of course other people can find your stash and nick it. Ooh. I'm getting a bit better at that, aren't I? Right. Okay, I'm getting better at surviving in the nether, especially compared to the previous videos. Nope, I didn't upload them. I decided to redo them in one video, this one. It's been a long day, and this is my 5th attempt at this video, I think, today. But this is how I relax after a long day. Gets my mind off things. This is the world I prefer. It's much easier to control, and I think it's far safer, even in the nether, especially these days. What a crazy time. So we survived entering the nether. Will we survive exiting the nether? Well, questionable at the moment. Don't want to hit one of those piggling guards. Oh, that was class. Okay then, let's go. Of course the danger is I get overconfident and run around a corner and fall in the lava. So let's be careful. Don't get cocky, kid, as they'd say in Raiders. Mushroom stew, anyone? No. I wish I had this in my basement. Oh, don't look. Last time this is how we got killed. If you don't look them in the eye, normally they leave you alone, in theory. I'm a bit more his colour now though. Diamond armour's all good and that, but it doesn't have to stand out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? At least netherite armour, you're a little bit more camouflaged. And in the nether, you're just part of the scenery in it. It's kinda cool. But yeah, it's definitely my colour. Back through the crimson forests and the floating crimson forest. It's like some weird dark fairy tale land, isn't it? Oh, a wall of lava, I didn't even notice that. Even when I was building it. Insane. Whoa, that cyan blue in the left there is such a contrast to the lava. Nearly there. Will we survive all the way? Thanks for hanging in with me, guys. You get the idea of the sort of game this is. It's like a classic old adventure game, but put into Minecraft. Ooh. This is set on easy. But I've made a lot of the game hard enough as it is with my own challenges, so I'm not going to make it too crazy with the mobs. It's hard enough as it is in certain aspects. You just have to have your wits about you and figure things out, really. A bit of trial and error here and there. Experiment different ways to go through the game. I say you can go through it on your own. But yeah, I set up a realm for a month and I tried with someone else, and it's quite fun. It really is. It's very absorbing when you play with other players. Like exploring it together. Okay. Bye bye, never. Oh, and we're back in the padded cell, or whatever you'd like to call it. So, yes, jump to exit to the Bards Dungeon. Oh, it's daylight. I feel like I've come out of a dream. Not just from one world to another, but from darkness into light. We survived. Amazing. Yeah, just your normal water lift. Turned into swamp water because we're in a swamp technically, which is kind of appropriate as well. Oh, let's take a breather. That was fun. We survived the nether and we got our armor and some golden gifts. Look at that. Wonderful. Let's go and find those noobs. That's what you'd be thinking if you're at this point in the multiplayer, isn't it? Yes, we know. Come on, I just want to see heaven again. In the Bards Dungeon. Should be visible. Yeah, it's because I set this on maximum distance, which I won't do for future games. However, this is it. So if you've got a good computer or a decent Xbox, it should run nicely in theory. Kind of maxed out everything for this game. The one I'm 2/3 building at the moment, I drew back the viewing distance slightly, but it means things will load up quicker, obviously, so you'll find the perfect balance across different devices. Oh, here's the Bards Dungeon, starting to materialise. Should be just behind there. If it ever appears. It's gone on holiday. That's something else you can notice from here. There's a minecart track. See, it must come from the 0 point tower. It goes all the way around here, all the way around here, all the way around here, and goes off to who knows where. Well, I know, obviously. Goes off there. Where does that go? Oh, there we are. Heaven's appeared. Now, there is something else behind heaven as well, kind of over there. But that's actually laid out for you in black and white. Once you get through the triple maze inside the Bards Dungeon. Whoa! I forgot about that bit. I love it when my own game surprises me. There you go. That's why that's there. Right, that's the nether entrance and exit. We made it. So, yeah, this is another perspective of the Bards Dungeon. Be worth waiting for that to load up a little bit, actually. There's a 0 point tower you can just about see in the distance. Yeah, one of those minecart journeys. So the game's really different. Look, there's Survival Island. You can just jump there from the 0 point tower, and I put a save point, by the way, at the bottom of the tower as well now. So you can jump between save points, you know. You can muck about in the Bards Dungeon, do all the stuff out there, find the exit. There's only one exit. And get yourself back to the 0 point. Choose different places you haven't been, and some of them there's no effort required. I mean, we're going through the real core of the game now, but some of them literally they're like going to visit a work of art or a history museum or something, in theory, because they're just giant things I've built that you can walk through. But I just wanted to build them and add them as part of the game. But one of them in particular is a bit special. Well, a couple of them are really. They're all a bit special in their own way, a bit like me. Oh dear. Well, I'm autistic and artistic. Creative. And the sun's going down over Survival Island. As we say goodbye to heaven and the entrance to the nether. Hope you like my unique designs. And that will take you down to a little village which was all out of kilter and no one could visit each other. So I built them stairs so they could visit each other's houses, otherwise they were stranded and starving. I hate it when the game spawns like that and I always have to fix it. Even if I talk to villagers, like those ones I got imprisoned in the middle of the Bards Dungeon down there, you ain't seen half of it, I still can't help rescuing villagers that are in villages. It's weird. There you go. Centre of the game. You can't miss it at night. Look at that. So yeah, completely different perspective on the Bards Dungeon. You can see there's something on the top of it now. Around that part of the wall. And there's the back part of the castle that actually goes into the wall. Right, let's get back into the Bards Dungeon. Imagine one of these in your garden. How cool would that be? Awesome. Big glass walkway. That's what I mean about the black glass. Look, it just disappears at night in certain lighting conditions. Beautiful. There's a pyramid on Survival Island. You can see it even in the dark. Minecart tracks everywhere. I originally started building this Bards Dungeon in a Java world before I got onto Bedrock. So the original one was quite similar and quite different as well. There's a really strange device I put at the entrance to it. I'll have to upload it in a video because it's kind of bizarre and macabre. Yeah, I think I've got to buy another edition of Java because I set up a different email account on my computer to do a business profile, and now I've got to buy everything again under a different email because of the way Microsoft works. Very clever, making maximum profit there. But yeah, it's no good for the customers. I've bought Minecraft more times than I can name now. It's just ridiculous, just because of changing computers and different profiles on computers. It's just endless. And we're back in the room, if you like. Oh yes, this is really important to notice. On top of that mountain, something of importance. And it's kind of put there because the important thing is kind of right behind it, adjacently. The jump around arcade especially. So, yeah, it's advisable to go to the top of the mountain before the jump around arcade. But then of course you've got to figure out how on earth you even get onto the floor level of this game. You're not going to find that out in this video. Whoa, that's what I mean when it goes almost invisible. I love it. You get dramatic effects like that. It's awesome. And back in the room. Look at that. Perfectly lined up on the 333 line. That's a master number. That's a super master number. Back to the obsidian block. Where's it going to take us next? It's going to start getting really real soon, trust me. So landing lights, as I like to call them. Yeah, at least we got a decent shot of it at night, finally. I like this place at night. It's kind of cool, I think. It's quite zen, really. In its own strange way. Yeah, it's in the half bit though. You think you have, but you haven't. I don't want to go back in the box. Go back in the box. It's for your own good. I don't want to go back in the box. Go back in the box. You must progress through life, even the trials. But they're so hard. It's really hard to keep going. Yes, what you learn, your soul learns, and then you grow. And the universe grows with you. Blessed be to all my friends out there. A big namaste from a big armored up body. Okay, I'll see you in the next video, where we'll make choice number 3 of 4 out of this obsidian cube. Wonderful. Peace out.